Hey everyone, welcome back. Continuing on in our breathwork series for the abdominal wall, we're going to be talking about connecting to our deepest abdominal wall muscle, transverse abdominis. So those muscles run horizontally in the abdomen and they attach to the spine at the back, rib cage at the top, and pelvis at the bottom, wrapping you all the way around like a nice little corset. And these muscles are super important for anybody working on deep core retraining. And this is really the foundational work for any advanced core retraining, such as sit-ups, curls, bird dogs, and the like. It's a little bit easier to connect to the lower transverse abdominis. We actually have 3 segments to our TA. We have the lower ones, which help to segmentally stabilize this portion of our body and through the low back pelvic region. Then we have the mid layer and segment, and that helps to stabilize that segment in your thoracolumbar junction. And then we have the upper TA, which helps to stabilize our lower rib cage and lower thoracic spine. Connecting to the bottom one, we'll bring our hands to the lower belly, and we'll just tune into the breath for a moment. From here, we're going to do the rest of the exercises laying down on your back, so you can feel free to come down, bend your knees if that feels comfortable, nice head support if you need it, hands can come to the belly, and we'll do our exercise here. So the reason why we work here is just because then our body doesn't have to think about anything other than the breath coordination and our connection. Otherwise, we're subconsciously holding ourselves up in space, which can make it a little bit harder to connect to initially. Imagining that you have a string connecting your 2 hip bones here at the front. On the exhale, we'll think about trying to draw your hip bones towards center. Okay, so we're still looking for that ribcage expansive breath, that gentle abdominal deflation under your hands and a subtle tensioning. Let's go. Inhale, the ribcage. Exhale, fog that mirror, imagine that string, connecting, holding that gentle connection of the lower TA for the duration of your exhale. Almost like you're hugging around your lower belly. Inhale, let everything go, breathe into the rib cage. Exhale, and connect, hugging, hugging, hugging. 2 more here, breath in. Exhale, lower TA. Last one. And connect. All right, let me show you what I'm doing in that position. So connecting to lower TA, we'll imagine that we have a string connecting our 2 bony parts of our pelvis here towards one another. On the exhale, we'll try to gently tension the hip bones towards center, holding it for the duration of our exhale, and then we can imagine also like the fibers are gently hugging this way, and then in towards your spine. Breath into the rib cage. Exhale, fog the mirror, and we hug. Should feel some subtle tension in our belly. It should be falling away from your fingertips, not puffing in. Okay, breath in again, here we go. Exhale, lower TA connects, we hug. One more thing to notice, we'll bring your rib hand onto your chest, noticing and just being mindful of that balanced breath, that everything should deflate on the exhale, okay? So we're still connecting here, but we're just monitoring this upper chest hand to make sure that your chest is also deflating. Breath into the rib cage. Exhale, we connect lower TA, drawing those strings. Noticing your chest hand also falling towards the floor. 2 more here, breath in. Exhale, we hug. Lower belly. Last one. And connect. One last cue if you're finding that this isn't helping for you. Monitoring the rib cage expansion and the deflation here. But if you are having a hard time feeling that connection, You can think about your pelvis almost like an open book. So my spine would be the spine of the book or the heels of my hands. The bony parts of the pelvis at the front would be my fingertips. So on the exhale, you can imagine closing the book this way towards the front. So almost like I'm showing you and reading you a story like we were in kindergarten. Okay, breath in, ribs expand. Exhale, fog that mirror, chest deflates. And close the book of the pelvis. 2 more there, give it a go. Last one, breath in, ribs. And connect, string, hug, book. So just note that this should feel like subtle tension, not strong and grippy. You should be continuing to be able to exhale softly through that open mouth, and everything should continue to deflate just like we did with the path of the breath exercise. Okay? So if you're not getting that, or you're not feeling it, or you feel like your belly is pressurizing into your hands, seeing if you can do a little bit less effort with your connection, so that less work. It's such a small, subtle, stabilizing muscle that we're not used to necessarily connecting to these. We're used to feeling super strong and powerful and pushing through. We really need to drop down and in order to connect subtly to these deeper core stabilizing muscles. So ideally, try to do about 15 to 20 repetitions with your breath for this one segment, laying down to start, and then you can slowly integrate into seated, standing, or any of your other core exercises. Let me know how it goes in the comments below. I'll see you next time.